Okay, the continuation of video. So previously saw how to conversion of analog to digital, and now we are going to see. Um, so what are the steps for converting analog to digital? Yeah, what are the steps? Means there are two steps we are following for converting analog to digital. First, the step one is sampling. Step two is quantization. The sampling is a convention from you know the sampling and quantization. That's a unit title. It's a fifth unit title. So sampling means it's a convert from continuous time analog signal and taking the sampling and quantization, and finally we have to after taking the sampling we have to round the value that, that is equivalent to the instantaneous input value, that is called as quantization. So sampling and quantization, so these two steps are uh, basic steps for converting our step. Sampling, the sampling is a process of recording the value of a signal at a given point. For example, consider the graph. The first graph consider as it's a continuous time period. The graph representing, and second one is discrete time period signal. That's a graph. So may you consider the graph. Maybe consider as an example. In your home, we are using that water tank. Once if you run the motor, the tank getting filled, the continuous time the tank the motor is filling continuously filling. Once the motor is on, the water is filled. The tank is filled by water. If you draw the graph for that process, consider x-axis as a time, y-axis as a liter. The value like go, the linearly the value will be go. This is also one kind of continuous time process because the current value depends upon the previous value. So you can't directly put it in 10 liter while 1 hour the 10 liter directly you can't put it because it is start from zero. Discrete time, the example. So in our class, we have the section ABC, whatever it may be, but in a class we are taking the attendance Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So every day the attendance might be different. The attendance don't depends upon the previous day. For example, consider Tuesday might be 7%. Consider the attendance number. So Wednesday might be 8 attendance will be. Can you predict 8 people will be present and Wednesday, Monday 7, Tuesday 8, Wednesday 10, like that it will be improved? No, we couldn't predict. Anyone can absent, anyone can present. So this is discrete time. If you're going to draw the graph, so you will be getting discrete time period. So the first one is, so I said the example previous one, that's the first one, and second one is class attendance exam. So we have to convert the first graph to second graph, that means analog to digital. How can we convert? How is possible? Yeah, first of all, they are taking samples from the first graph, some fixed time period. They are just taking the samples. So that sample we can call as a sampling. You know, so within a second, how many samples we are taking, that is called as sampling rate. So sampling rate and sampling, so conversion of analog to digital. So this will be further we will see elaborately. But now I give just a small introduction. You know how they are going to take the sample, what is analog, what is digital. So after sampling, the quantization process will occur. How the quantization will process will move? The sampling, after the taking the sampling, the value might be it will be it won't be perfect value, so it might be 91.867 like that. So how will we round off? For example, if the value is 91.86 means we will be round off to 92. Similarly, if the value is 91.3 means we will be round up to 191. So we have to round up the value using quantization that should be equal to the instantaneous input value. So finally, the reconstruction will become reconstruction based on that quantization value. We have to reconstruct the diagram. Then we will get it digital signal. So this total process called sampling and quantization. So these are the two steps for conversion of analog to digital. Okay, so these are the two steps are used to converting analog to digital in this conversion process. Okay, thank you.